Hi guys. I don't know how to do this. What am I doing? Oops.
Wow.
There we go. So, hi guys. I know we're totally trash YouTubers. If you just saw what happened.
Why not do this though?
Yeah, so we're going to be reacting to apparently true horror stories.
Yeah.
I made them into a video. I don't know why. Just easier, isn't it? So, let's start the video. I'll pause it on the first one. So, who's going to read this one first?
You.
Okay. So, these are true horror stories from like the news or stuff like that. I don't know.
Yes.
One day my friend asked me if I would go to a party, so I said no since I liked to study and not mess around as she went to lots of parties and got drunk. So she said, I'll leave you alone for a week. I knew shouldn't, but peace, I don't know, and quiet for a whole week. I had to say yes when I got to the party. When I got to the party, it was a massive room jammed with people, and I had a few drinks, and after a while I met a really nice guy. We talked for hours on end, and after a while he asked me to come over. I made it quite clear I couldn't, but in a polite way. He kept asking until he gave up, but he gave me his number. Next morning I woke up with the paper. I woke up the paper with the number on slipped out of my pocket. I tried to forget about it. But the next day, police stormed into my house. They showed me a picture of the guy, so I gave them the number. Then the story carries on the next page. Hey! There we go. So, a week later they informed me that they had found his house and they entered there. They went down to the basement where the man was lying over two women's decaying bodies. They shot him dead as soon as they realised he was eating their flesh. All I can think about now is what would happen if I had agreed to go to his house. Comment if you really think a guy would eat flesh, because that's a bit weird.
I don't think that's real.
I know.
Made up probably.
You can read the next one, Chloe, so it's fair.
Sure.
I will press
I hate reading, but okay.
There you go.
Is this like a different one?
Yep.
Okay. So, do you know what this one's from? Like, is it from the news? Or let them know.
This was one from a website called Real Horror Stories That Actually Happened.
I think they're made up.
Right, go on.
Anyway, that was a bit retarded.
Go on.
When I was a child, I walked into my bedroom and saw what looked like a Japanese girl in a black ballet tights with orange stripes. She was stopped in front of the mirror, looking sideways at me. When I looked again, the girl disappeared and I ran from the room, making my mother come back with me. Years later, she confessed to me that she had been frightened that day because before I was born, she had given ballet classes in that bedroom. The black and orange uniform had belonged to a girl that had been a student of hers who had passed away. This is
I believe in ghosts and like spirits.
For me, it's both ways because, like, in some respects, they could be real because we haven't died yet and we don't know if.
But then when we die, we can't tell anyone. Ghost YouTube channel. Joking. Chill out.
If it was a ghost YouTube channel, you couldn't even see us on the screen.
You just hear our voices. That'd be real creepy. Right, I'll read the next one. Oof. You gonna work? Oh yeah. When I was 15 years old, by the way, this one is actually from a news. I don't know what it's called. It was like the Daily Telegraph or something. I don't even know. Like I've been on a lot of news websites. Billie Eilish broke her leg. No, she sprained her ankle in a performance. But no one cares about that. When I was 15 years old, I stayed up late watching a TV marathon with my sister. In the middle of the night, after my sister had fallen asleep, I saw the nearby computer mouse start moving by itself. I called my mother into the room, and she said it was probably a rat that was pulling on the cable from underneath the desk, and that I should go to sleep. Suddenly, I swear, I saw a black figure with no face or human features behind the bookcase. It looked in my direction and pointed. I nearly myself with fear. I remember saying, "Who are you? I do not want you in my house. Nobody wants you here. Get out of here now." The thing left, and I actually heard it hit the cabinet before it just went through it. The cabinet began to sway, and the door slammed and made a loud bang. So what do you guys think of that one? Comment down below.
I think the bit with the computer and the mouse start moving by itself, probably like a rat.
That's exactly what it said in the story.
Yeah, no, but I think, why would a rat want to, like, do that to a cable, like?
Because that's what they do, rats chew stuff.
I know, but why would they have a rat in the house in the first place? Because they're tramps.
Next one.
Or there's just a massive hole in the house, and then, because there's a massive hole in the house, they keep coming through.
There you go. So your turn, Chloe.
When I was a little... Start again.
Little.
When I was little, every night went...
When?
I can't read, don't judge, I haven't read since...
Okay, I'll put it closer to your face.
I haven't read since, like, Middletown thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not saying... When I was little, every night when the lights were turned off and I went to sleep, two dark forms would descend from the
Fly.
from the ceiling near the doorway into my room. They walked quietly up to my bed, and one stood on each side of my headboard looking at me. I would cover my head with the blanket until one day I had the courage to tell my mother. She put a lamp in my room and told me to pray and ask them to leave. I sleep with a lamp on every night to this day.
Boom, boom, boom.
I don't, that's not true, this is the story. Because that is just retarded.
Okay, my turn. Oof, oof.
Who sleeps with a light on anymore is just like retarded.
Okay.
Because he's scared of
my
the
turn.
dark.
This situation isn't quite as horror movie scary as its name implies. What name? Right, I must have not copied the name down. In 2014, a woman dressed in black from head to toe, including a trailing black veil and billowing black robes, was spotted walking the highways of the South, and a series of rumours mounted on what she could possibly be up to. The truth is, the police located her house and found 7 decaying corpses in the bathroom. Why the bathroom?
Dinner.
Just flush them down the toilet. Hide the evidence, people. Sorry. Poo. Right, this is our last one, guys. Final horror story.
I think I'm sitting on a pile of mud.
Okay. Right, go on, Chloe.
Not me again. Is this a new one?
Yeah. Why would we read the same one?
A couple checks into a hotel and have to put up with a...
Foul odour.
I'm starting again. A couple checks into a hotel and have to put up with foul odour in their room all night. They call the staff to complain, and somebody figures out that the stench is coming from the bed. No way that scenario is going to have a good ending. You're almost hopping at that point, and it'll turn out. I'll just read the rest.
It'll turn out that the last guest just got drunk and pooped behind the headboard. But no, the staff take off the mattress and discover the couple has been sleeping over the rotting body of a dead girl who had been stuffed in the box spring. Like, I think that could be true, because, like, someone could have murdered someone and then stuffed it in the hotel bed.
Because they didn't want to, like, get in trouble. Yeah. But they
So
didn't
that is
realise
quite
they'd have to be
believable.
really dumb for that though, because like DNA and stuff to collect evidence, and they could like figure out who it was.
Yeah, but anyone could have touched the girl if they get the DNA off the girl. It could be her DNA, it could be her brother's, mother's, dad's, father's. So
True, or she could have just been like killed like a week ago.
we're in the middle of the screen.
Yeah, you're reading for everything like again because
I know.
I'm terrible. How many do I have to go?
We're done now.
Okay.
So I know I kind of trash YouTubers.
But go subscribe anyway.
Yeah, subscribe.
And like the button down there if you want to save the environment. I'm weird, I'm just trying to get them to like your video.
Yeah.
And go subscribe to my channel, which is Chloe Render 11.
You don't even have a channel.
I do though.
Oh,
I just
okay.
don't have any vids.
So bye. Just click the button. Bye bye, people.